Hey YouTube, Sweetknives here. Check this knife out. This is an Emerson knife made by, made by Ernest Emerson, one of the best knives in the world, #1 hard use knives in the world. And this is what he says on the back of the box. Every time you pick up an Emerson knife, you know I've got your back. I will not fail you and I will never let you down. This I promise, Ernest Emerson. This here, you guys, is the Overland Renegade SF Black G10. Let's bust this open. Let's check it out. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Tons of awesome stuff coming out. Look at that. God, I love that. Right away, I love it. And I'll tell you what I love. Love it all. I love that G10. That's my favorite G10 in the world. It's like a, I don't know exactly what they call that, like a hard pressed or bead. It's not bead blasted, but it's kind of like that. I just really like that. Titanium liners. Let's go zoom out a little bit. God, look at that knife, guys. Look at that. Emerson Knives. I mean, this is just, it's got the wave. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the wave, when you get this in your pocket like this, got that in your pocket, as you pull it out, this piece catches a little bit right there, and it opens the knife as you pull it out. That's an awesome feature. Emerson's got it on his knives. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's zoom in and look at some of the markings there. The Overland Renegade, made in the USA. I love his logo too, by the way. Really sweet logo. 252, and it's got that bullet Federal 45 auto. Love that too. Just generally, it's just a well-built knife. These are really good knives, guys. I mean, if you're looking for a knife that might last multiple lifetimes, this is a great knife to have. And I love the jimping on this liner here too. Just look at that. I mean, it fits, it's tight. In fact, I'm going to zoom into that and show you what I'm talking about. That is not your cheap ass liner. This is titanium, and it really moves. I mean, it really works flawlessly. These are great knives. I mean, I don't know what more to say. I mean, these are just some of my favorite knives Emerson made. In fact, some of the early Benchmades that I bought, they were designed by Emerson. He was the guy that designed them, and that's how I got to know him. Now I'm going to show you some stuff on this blade. Check out that grind. Really kick-ass grind he's got going on the knife. Like, if you look at this, flip it over, notice on this side it's slightly different. So if we go to this side, you see how it's got the bevel on that side only? It's a chisel V grind is what they call that. So it's not completely flat right here, otherwise it'd be a chisel, but it's a V grind. It's ground with a V, but then you got the slight chisel on this side, the bevel. This allows you to cut, it allows you to it allows the knife to stay extremely sharp for a long time. And the reason I'm pointing this out, it's a really unique feature that you don't see on many knives. Like if I go back to this side and I show you this, you can see it's not on that side. But then once I flip it a little bit here, you can see. See how that is? Pretty neat. It's a big knife. I'm going to show you in comparison to some other knives I got just how big this is. Spyderco Endura 4 right here. It's basically just as big as that. Hard to tell. Handles are about the same. Totally different blade shapes. This one up here is much better for skinning, carving, things like that. So totally different blade shapes, but you get the idea on size. Let's look at it compared to a buck 110. You know, this buck 110 is a pretty big knife. Um, Again, let's look. Handles about the same. Blade's a little bit bigger. And then let's look at it towards the Griptilian. Very similar in size to the Griptilian. If you guys are looking for a knife that'll stand the test of time, that'll work well your whole life, this is it. This Emerson is definitely it. One of the other things I really like a lot are this curve right here. It feels really good. In fact, I'm going to zoom in on that and show you what I'm talking about. Notice the chamfering right here. There's no hot spots. This is, you know, it's a real subtle thing on a knife, but there's no hot spots, so it doesn't dig into your hand. It's really comfortable. Look on the inside of the knife. Again, like I said before, titanium liners make it really light yet really strong. God, these are good knives. I love this. It's just the right amount of texture on your handle. No thrills, but really works well and stands the test of time. This is just a good... I wish more knives use this G10. Some of the early Benchmades did that, and it really is a great... I just love the way that feels. Really love that. This is a good knife, guys. If you guys are looking for something, and look at the curves. I mean, it's elegant. It sweeps up there and kind of sweeps down. It's just a really elegant design. 2 colors, and it's got this brass bullet piece here, 45 auto for your thumb. More pressure. You know, a lot of guys buy a knife, and if they would spend just a little bit more money, they'd have something that would last their entire lifetime and probably be able to pass down to their kids. I also like the back side here, this open design. It makes it a little bit lightweight and easy to clean. Just generally, I like that better. See if I can zoom in a little more. See if I can get some light on that. Hang on one second. I know that's... It's the inside, what the inside looks like there. See if I can zoom in even more. This is how it locks up. Just like that, almost 50% lockup. Extreme zoom here on the handle. It's like almost like little honeycomb type. Sometimes you don't get the appreciation for a knife until you do these ultra zooms. I like how he uses standard Phillips screws too. I mean, kind of a no-nonsense guy. He makes, uses high-quality materials, yet thought about this. He thought, why not make it easier for people to, and then this is a really solid clip, but just right. Sometimes I wish they'd go all the way up, but then you need the lanyard hole there, so there's not much you can do, but yeah, and I'll give you another look at the logo there. Made in the USA. Just an awesome knife. That wave feature is really cool too. Like I said, if you got it in your pocket, and I tried this a few times, as soon as you pull it out, bam, it opens right up. So that's a really cool way to deploy your knife. If you guys are looking for, an awesome way to deploy your knife, that's a great way to deploy it. So guys, again, I want to thank you for checking out this awesome knife. This is the Emerson Overland Renegade. Kick-ass knife from Emerson Knives, and definitely recommend you guys check this out. Thanks again, and have a great day.